Hey there, okay, I'm back. I have a wonderful, fun project for you today using pressed flowers, or you could use leaves and packing tape, right? Most everyone has those ingredients in and around their house. So, which is really what I'm passionate about, is being creative with what you have. And we all have so much more than we think we do. And you can be so creative with looking at ingredients and items just with a different lens. So I have a piece that I want to wrap today, and it's a guest book. It's a guest book for a friend who's getting married. It's this beautiful, unlined leather guest book. And so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know, this isn't my favorite kind of liner, but I'm not going to discard it because it's, you know, it's okay enough. But what I want to do is I want to just make it a little bit more special. So I'm just going to fold the inside, and I'm going to use a little bit of packing tape. And basically this is following a theme that I'm creating, which you'll see in a moment. I don't know if you can see. I have this great collection of dried flowers. Now, I do have someone that presses these for me, and you could certainly buy them on my website, or you can make your own. And the way to make pressed flowers really is just to go outside, find flowers, put them in between, you know, sandwich them in between like large books, like big books, big heavy books. And you want to layer them in between paper towels so that the moisture is captured by the paper towel. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting I'm putting the top side down on a piece of tape. It's just packing tape, 2-inch. And I'm going to trim it, and I'm going to take care in sort of giving myself a corner so I could easily peel it off later. So basically I just made a sticker. All right, and then I'm just going to put it and seal this liner so that when my friend opens it, you know, it's just a little happiness. All right, okay, so let me wrap this quickly for you. I'm going to use this amazing graphite colored paper. A little bit worn, but that's okay. Did you see that I almost tripped over the thing that I'm standing on? Okay, I'm gonna use this side. So this is for a bride and a groom, and when I wrap for weddings, it's always easy to think about wrapping for the bride, and everything is, you know, flowery and pale and white. And you know what? I say think about the groom as well, which is why I chose this paper. You know, it's a little bit more masculine in feel. And okay, I'm measuring my paper. I'm going to trim a little bit so there's not a lot of bulk. You know, this paper has a pretty heavy weight, so I want to trim as much as I can so that we're not bulking up at the edges. So as typically I do when I wrap, I turn in one edge. And for some reason this isn't. Oh, there we go. Okay. This would be where a bone folder would be helpful, but I didn't bring mine today. And I'm putting double-sided tape on the tucked under edge. And I have my gift top side down. Bringing up one side and bringing in the other. Okay. And making sure that there's no, I'm smoothing out all the bubbles. Okay. And then sticking it down. Okay. So then I am making sure that the my gift is in between, centered in between this tube that I just made, and then I'm going to work on the edges. Okay, so I'm coming in here, really trying to be very conscious of getting out all the bubbles. Okay. And creasing wherever I can so that the edges are clean and the corners are clean. Okay. There we go. Again, this paper is so thick that it really just takes some working. All right, so again, coming into the corners at the 90-degree angle and creasing wherever I can. Okay. And then bringing up the edge like by 1/4 of an inch so that we don't have a raw edge, and so it's super clean, and bringing this up. Okay, and then taking all the corners, pinching them with your pointer finger and your thumb, just to give it a clean architectural edge. Okay, this is the fun part. So I'm going to make basically a ribbon out of packing tape and pressed flowers. So I'm going to take one edge, and I use these river rocks as holders. I have found that instead of having the tape stick on my fingers and having to manage that, it just makes it so much easier to use stones. I just found these outside. I like them because they feel good in my hand, and I keep them around so that I can use them in cases like this. So I'm going to measure, eyeball a piece of packing tape. I want to, let's do this first. I'm going to have this tape wrap around the horizontal of my gift. So I'm going to make sure that I have enough. When I clip it, okay, before the tape sticks down to its mother, I'm gonna fold it in. It just helps manage this. Okay, so I have this piece of tape. I'm basically gonna use and create a pattern with these flowers. So let's see. I am going to use this. Now, again, when you use these flowers, because these are so delicate, I try to use tweezers whenever I can. And I'm just going to place them down on the sticky side tape. So the sticky side is on the top, okay? So I pressing the front sides of the flowers on the tape. I'm just going to create a pattern. And this will be fun. I love these big, ginormous daisies. Whoops. Okay. So I'm just alternating the flowers. These smaller ones that I'm pressing right now are a white larkspur, and then the bigger ones are a style of a daisy. Okay, so I've got that. Let me do one more. And I think it's good. Let's try this. Okay, so now that I have this down, I'm gonna take my package and look, this is why I love using these stones, because then I have a way to handle this tape. And then I'm going to situate the flowers strategically on my gift. Okay, then I'm going to bring this around. Okay, actually I'm going to put one more piece of, I'm going to put one more. Okay, okay, Ian. I'm going to put one more flower. Okay, this is a moment of things aren't perfect. But that's okay, right? Life isn't perfect. And the key to life and being happy is working with the unexpected occurrences and enjoying the process of having to figure it out, right? Because that's just how life is. Okay, so I got that. And then I'm gonna bring this around. Ah, I see. Okay. So it's always not an exact science, but this takes a little bit of finagling, but you're getting the idea, right? Okay. Ah, okay. And so these holders really are quite a nice, they're a nice tool. All right. Well, this didn't come out perfectly, but you get the idea, right? I probably shouldn't have put that extra daisy, and I thought I had to, and I really didn't, but I did. In any case, so we have this. And maybe it would have been nice to maybe put them closer together now that I see it, but it's okay, we'll work with it. All right, so then I'm gonna just take another piece of tape. Okay, again, using my stones, placing the stones on the sticky side. Okay, and with this piece of tape, I'm going to wrap around the vertical way. So I'm just going to measure this and make sure that I have enough. All right. My camera guy is like laughing. I could just feel him now going, oh, Wanda. Okay. That's all right. I'm gonna keep my composure. I'm gonna use these pink flowers. Let's see, how am I gonna use these? Okay. Placing them, again, the top side down. And I'm sort of placing them so they sort of S-curve on their own. Now, whoops. I just accidentally touched my finger on the sticky stuff, on the sticky adhesive, and it left a just a slight sort of oil mark from my skin, and not a big deal, but that's what happens. And so that's why I use these rocks, because they're super helpful in keeping the debris off. Okay, These things are quite delicate. Again, use the tweezers. They will help you in this project. And I'm just going to make a sort of a single line of pressed flowers. These are called pink rhodanthe buds. Super cute. Okay, I used up all of these. So, and since I have maybe a little bit of room, I'm just going to place one of these on. We'll see what happens. It may look good on this, it may not, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and see how lovely this is? Now, I mean, I'm putting this on this gift, but gosh, I mean, all like things come to mind. Heck, it would be lovely just putting this on a wall, right? Or your desk, or somewhere where you want some accents. Anyways, okay. Let's see. I actually think I like it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna press and make it go around. I'm gonna bring this. Okay, so here's the, I didn't plan this very well, but this just goes to show you that, you know, sometimes when I create, I'm just creating and seeing what happens. And I actually originally was going to have this tape veer and wrap around the vertical, and so I measured it that way, and so I really don't have enough tape to go. Well, I don't know, should I redo this whole video or not? Okay, and here we go. So beautiful. Okay, so then I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon. Actually, this isn't ribbon, it's like a skinny twine. And you'll see as we watch these videos that I just have this big spool at my disposal all the time because I just love it. It just adds a little bit of sparkle in a very subtle and graceful way. And I'm crisscrossing this ribbon. Whoops. So that it's making just a very subtle graphic. All right. I'm at the end and I'm going to clip it with my scissor and simply tie a square knot. Now, this thread is super delicate, and if I pull too tight, it'll break on itself, so I'm definitely not gonna do that this time. Clip it really tightly, and gorgeous. Here you go. So one of the reasons why I added this twine is because I'm thinking about, ultimately I'm thinking about, I need to put a card in this, you know, and I'm taking this to a party, so I don't want the card to get lost. So I wrote the card inside, and for my dear, for my dearest. Okay. I just wrote their names on it. I'm just going to thread this through. And this is ready to go to the party. Okay, here you go. So just a fun idea to use packing tape, dried flowers. I know this wasn't perfect. but sometimes life isn't perfect, but it's perfect enough that hopefully you're inspired and then you could apply this technique to all kinds of things. Okay, thank you so much. That's the Sulip Fix for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again. Thank you. Bye.